Hello and welcome back to another episode on Holton Talks. Just finished up at Villa Park. Aston Villa 1, Brighton 0. Jay, your takes on that incredible watch?
Yeah, it was such an entertaining watch. Nah, it wasn't the best of games, but yeah, when that goal went in, I was running rings around my front room. It was amazing, to be fair. I think Ty as well getting a goal is good. Well, I mean, I don't even know if he'll actually count this as goal because it looked
No.
like come off Hinchelwood. But yeah, I thought first half. I think they said we had like 9 shots, and I didn't think we had that many whatsoever because I didn't. I thought we were quite. I know
Nana had about 4 from 30 yards that ended up in the fucking top stand.
yeah, yeah, went over the north stand. But yeah, overall, I mean, we got over the line in the end, and that's what we'll need with a threadbare squad. Obviously, Kashi injured with his knees. That's another injury. So I think it's just about picking up points where we can, and that's what we've done tonight.
Yeah, maybe sometimes it just takes them scrappy little games like that where you're not brilliant, but you win the game just to sort of give you that little bit of extra confidence. Hopefully, because obviously FA Cup the weekend. I know we'll do another video on that, but building confidence. Hopefully, win at the weekend and take us through to next round of the FA Cup. Yeah, for the goal, I don't even think does Mings even touch it. I'm not too sure.
He does, he does. It just comes off
But
Hinchelwood.
it was definitely a Hinchelwood own goal, I think. But we give it the tie anyway. I think.
Mm.
To be fair, defensively, I didn't think we were too bad.
Mm.
With Bogar coming in obviously to replace the injured Cash, I thought, oh, here we go, because he can get caught out sometimes at right back Bogar. But I thought to be fair to him, didn't do too bad tonight. What did you make of Bogar coming in?
I thought he was one of our better players, to be fair.
Mm.
Yeah, he played really well. And like I said, defensively, we looked pretty sound. I didn't think Matson had a greater game, just talking from a defensive standpoint. But overall, as a back line, Martinez was superb. That save he pulled off
Mm.
was world class. That's what you expect from a keeper of his ability. I think Ty and Ez were as good as what they always have been when they're together. I think I saw something a couple of weeks ago, and it was of centre half partnerships with the most games, comparing it to the amount of clean sheets they've got, and I think Ty and Ez were like seventh in the all-time list in the Prem.
Mm.
That just shows how much they play together and how well they do, how many clean sheets they do keep, and that's another big thing, a clean sheet. You look at the Brentford game and the Everton game. It was a game of very few chances for the opposition. Yet, on another day, those could be clean sheets as well. So I think from a defensive standpoint, it is looking good.
Yeah. So, obviously, other talking points. I just want to get your take because I thought Abraham should have come on earlier again in this game. I don't think Watkins was offering us nothing. Watkins at the moment seems he either has a really good game or he's really below par, if you know what I mean. And I thought his head was down. Seems to be lacking so much confidence tonight. And I was surprised he waited till, well, I think it was like the 74th minute in the end when Tammy come on. But even when Tammy came on, he didn't really touch the ball much, did he? So maybe we need to get some work in training potentially because we don't seem to be creating chances at the moment for the likes of Watkins and Tammy. Do you reckon that's a concern with that or not?
Yeah, we definitely seem very toothless up front, and again, it's not because of the strikers, in my opinion, because we're not really giving them the service. It seems at
No,
the
that's
minute.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like we're not creating a lot of chances. Just obviously, you look at the stats, we are, but if you if you give it like the actual eye test, I think we're looking very toothless in creating chances at the minute. But yeah, I would have got Tammy on earlier. It's a similar thing to Saturday where I felt he left it too late to bring Abraham on. I probably would have brought him on in like maybe the 55th, 60th minute because
Mm.
you could see Ollie weren't at it, and Ollie's a bit like that. Don't get me wrong, when he's not at it, he can pick out a goal out of nowhere. But yeah, just recently, he went through a good run of form through December and early Jan, and then yeah,
Mm.
he's kind of gone off the pace of it recently.
Yeah, I thought first half definitely Sancho was looked our most lively. Say very quiet. I think second half the Brighton sort of come out strong. But I thought once again, especially for the first half, Sancho looked lively for us again, which is obviously good news. Bailey didn't do much when he come on really. Barkley had okay few touches in there. But yeah, it was just one of them games, wasn't it? You just want to get that go in with a 1-0 win, which we did. Um, Allison coming on obviously for his debut. Didn't do obviously a great deal, but can I just get your opinion on Allison? Right? Do you not think he's Morgan Rogers' twin?
Yeah, he is. The old man said that as well.
He
He runs a
looks,
bit like
and
him as
even
well.
the
Yeah,
way he runs looks like Rogers.
yeah, he runs a bit like him as well. Yeah.
So, but it was not nice to see him on the pitch anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah. Good few touches as well. He played for Gramera out on the right, so I was surprised he came
Mm,
straight onto the left. But whether Unai sees him playing out on the left in the future, or he just done that just because of what he had at the time to support Matson a bit more, I'm not sure. But I'm interested to see a bit more of him. Obviously, I'm not going to judge him at all really until give him a full pre-season.
hmm
Let him have the start of next season if he's not gone out on loan. We don't know what the situation will be, but you have to give him time. You look at when Morgan first come in, and he was from the country. He spoke the language, and he was from the area, and he looked well out of his depth when he first came in. And then
mm.
you look, and then in that summer, full pre-season. I think we went to America in pre-season, and I was watching the games. I stayed up and watched all of them, and he was superb in every single game. And I thought, okay, now he's going to kick on, which he did. So hopefully it's a similar thing with Allison, where give him a bit of time, learns the language a bit better, gets used to Birmingham, and yeah, hopefully he can kick on.
Yeah, agree with you. Just a point I want to make, and I don't know what you thought in the match, but the inconsistency in matches from refereeing decisions is starting to become a bit of a joke. Even in our match, he booked one of their players and he booked Rogers for a pullback. Veltman pulls back one of our players already on the yellow card, nothing. I think Belieber's tackle on Anana is a second yellow, so that's two red cards. Um, the push on Tammy Abraham, personally, I don't think it was a penalty, but yet Chelsea got awarded a penalty for the exact same thing. I think it was last night or the weekend
Mm.
for a two-hand push when the player was about to get the ball. So that's three points there. That's so inconsistent. Is it not doing your absolute noggin in at the moment?
Honestly, I've gone about refs all the time. I hate every single one of them. I have zero sympathy for them because they don't make their life any easier. Veltman was on a second book and he done the shirt pull and then he kicked the ball away after. I don't know if you
hmm
saw he kicked the ball away into the north stand straight after. I'm thinking, so he's pulled him back, right? Which it's in our own defensive third, so that could be the only excuse they have. It's not like we're on the break or whatever. So he's pulled the shirt, but then he's kicked the ball away, and kicking the ball away is a yellow card offence. So
hmm
do you remember what happened to Declan Rice start of last season? They were at home. I can't remember who to, and he
Yeah,
and
against Brighton, I think it was.
oh yeah, no, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was against Brian
Mm.
Veltman actually. Funny, it was
Mm.
Veltman. Oh yeah, it was Veltman, and he literally just done a little toe poke, and he got given a second yellow, and
Mm.
that was for kicking the ball away. So I don't really see. Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous to be fair.
Mm. And I,
Like I
I
said,
haven't I haven't seen it either, but from what obviously I've seen on social media and obviously the old man penalty, and apparently Palace scored a goal today that was pretty much identical to the goal we had disallowed against Brentford, where the ball looked like it went out of play, but apparently VAR said we can't definitely say the ball was out of play. So they
it's
went with
ridiculous.
the referee's decision. I say I haven't seen it, so I can't comment on it, but that's what I'm hearing. So that's four things tonight that I think's gone against us, and
I've said, Azzy, sorry to interrupt. I've said for years that this league is corrupt and it's in favour of keeping the big boys at the top, right? And I've told you so many times that my opinion on it is that they need to keep the biggest teams at the top, and the biggest teams is the Sky Six, right? So they're not the best six teams; they just bring in the most revenue. So they need to keep them at the top, because if Spurs got relegated, or if United got relegated last year, it'd be catastrophic for the league. They'd still make money, yes, but they would make less. And if Burnley ended up getting Champions League football, and when Leicester won the league, you get less eyes on the Prem. And there was a meeting again. I've told you, I've said this before a few times. There was a meeting for everyone from the basically like the, I don't know what it looked like, basically the board of directors from the Prem, and this was a few years ago now, and they've met up, and someone recorded the whole conversation, and you have one of like the main people high up in the food chain of the Premier League saying whatever happens, we can't let another Leicester occur, basically. So they don't want people. They don't want clubs like Villa, Newcastle. I know Forest. I know Forest have dropped off Forest last year. Brighton a few years ago. They don't want us competing at the top because we don't bring in enough eyes as what Spurs, United, Chelsea, all the other teams would do. And I don't know if you saw, there was a thing in Asia. There was like a little like foundation program in Asia, and again, someone from the Premier League was out there, and he done an interview, and he said that our aim for the Premier League is to have a different winner every 6 years. And I'm thinking, when you think about that, they're trying to push for another winner every 6 years. So if they want that to happen, then they're going to be fiddling with X, Y, and Z if that's their aim. Do you know what I mean? Like, why would you come out and say we want to have a different winner every 6 years? It just doesn't make sense to me. And like I says, the referees, everything, I hate every single one of them. And it was worse when we first got put in the Prem. But when you start punching above your weight like we are at the minute, you, not for our club size, but for the amount we spend in the squad and everything, if we're punching above our weight, right? That's when you start seeing just how bad this league is in terms of, we will try sink your ship as soon as we can. We're strangled with PSR at the minute. Everything's fucking us. And Palace tonight, right? If they can score a goal and VAR can't see the ball going out of play, oh, that's fine, because Palace aren't like Palace have literally finished like 11th for like 4 seasons in a row. It doesn't matter. Burnley are going to go down or whatever. It doesn't matter. Whether Burnley stays up or not, it doesn't matter. But Villa, what game was it? The Brentford game, wasn't it? If Villa beat Brentford, at that time we go above City. So it's like, we can't have Villa in second. Like, City have to finish in the Champions League spaces. Chelsea have to finish Champions League spaces. United has to finish Champions League spaces. We can't have this. But then the only people that understand it are the people that are challenging the Sky Six. You talk to people that support teams from the Big Six. They're like, oh my God, like, it's been in over your head. Like, we get bad decisions, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but we get so many more. And it always happens against the big teams as well. And I can go on and on and on about it. I have zero sympathy
I can
for it.
tell.
Oh,
I
honestly,
can
I hate the
tell.
refs. It's the worst. It's on par with my love for Villa, how much I hate referees. Honestly.
Let us know in the comments what you thought about the decisions tonight, guys. So I haven't. Have you seen the Palace one, Joanna?
No, but I know it reeks of corruption. I haven't seen it,
So
no.
we haven't seen the Palace one. It's just what we're going off, obviously, from social media, and so let us know in your comments what your thoughts are at the moment with the inconsistency of league refs and VAR giving different decisions week in, week out for the same thing.
Did you see the Newcastle disallowed goal for last night? I put it on the group chat, the offside
Yeah,
one.
he's like the tiniest a bit of head, like hair. His hair was offside.
Absolute bullshit. And
Mm.
I'll throw the question to you, right? If that is I don't know who plays up front for
City
Spurs.
versus Fulham tonight. There you go.
If that's City versus Fulham, right, and Haaland, if that's Haaland and Joe Willock's situation, right, are they drawing those lines, or they'll make those lines slightly chubbier so he gets away with it? Because we've seen that before as well, where they've made the lines thicker so they get more tolerance. But all of a sudden, when it's fucking Newcastle, the lines are like like half a millimeter wide, and that they put it to make his like pubic hair. Do you know what I mean? It don't make sense. Oh, honestly, mate, I hate it so much.
Oh dear. Like I said, guys, let us know in the comments what you're thinking at the moment with the inconsistency. We'll take the scrappy 1-0 win on to the FA Cup on Saturday. Hopefully, we will be in the next round of the draw for that.
Also,
And if
also, Jean-Paul Van Hecker, what a knobhead. Honestly,
oh
what an
yeah,
absolute knob. Him,
why
Veltman,
did
Sheeds.
Martinez get booked? He didn't do anything.
I mean, he did kind of lean his head into him.
Come on now.
But how many times? How many times did I thought the first time Martinez has gone long, Van Heck has fouled him. He's
Mm,
literally dragged him down like
Fulham.
that, and
Mm.
and then when it happens the other way, they call a foul, and I'm thinking, so when Van Hecker goes down, it's a foul. When Watkins goes down, it's like get up. He's just using his strength. I don't understand it. Honestly, baffles me every time.
Right. Anyway, roll on. Obviously, Saturday night, under the lights at Villa Park for the FA Cup. Up the Villa for me.
Yeah, up the Villa and fucking who's that? Peter Banks. Fuck Peter Banks.
Peter Banks. And then we will be back for a review like later in the week, either Thursday or Friday. Up the Villa, boys.
Up the Villa.